Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning. Sorry about I know that you guys been hearing me talk and you guys been hearing all this, with the mic. I apologize. I have to remove the plug from from the device so you could hear the video because if I have my earphone plugged in, you're not going to hear it. So that's why you keep on hearing that boom, boom, boom. That's me disconnecting it. But today we're going to be talking about Karens, Karens in the neighborhood, Karens everywhere. They're vicious, they're mean, you know. But a lot of people don't know what, mostly black people or dark skinned people go through before getting into the neighborhoods, before you start dealing with Karens. Here, let's take a look at this undervalue appraisal.
Resell it, refinance, whatever. You're gonna need an appraisal, and they're not cheap. A black couple, they proved that the appraiser undervalued their house by $254,000, $250,000. Couple in Oakland, Cali, has won a legal victory over an appraiser and lender who undervalued their home.
They look Hispanic.
$254,000 during a refinance, which the state determined was due to racial bias. Love it. Appraiser who undervalued it by
Damn well they say they're white. Now they got an illegal. They could gain more money saying they're black. They say we're black.
Overseen by the California Civil Rights Department, CRD, Ronald and Dominique Curtis received $75,000 from appraiser Medipur Musifer, who also agreed to pay $15,000 to the CRD and to watch Our America Local, which is a documentary on the impact of appraisal discrimination on black and Latino families, produced by ABC.
See, they're Latino. They're Latino. They're not black.
And blacks are giving us details as well. So here's what happened. The Curtises purchased a duplex in Oakland, 2019, hoping to build equity and someday leave the home to their young daughter, according to a statement by Fair Housing Advocates of Northern California, a nonprofit organization. After making significant renovations in April 2020,
white. They're not black.
$1.15 million. In December 2020, seeking to take advantage of historically low interest rates, they applied to Quicken Loans, now Rocket Mortgage, to refinance that home. Part of the process, Medipur Musifer, licensed real estate appraiser, inspected the house and prepared an appraisal report.
No, that's oh shit. Let's look up that name. What was it? MEHDIPOURMOSSAFER. You gotta know that. You see the problem with That's who it is, or where's? Hold up, who's who? Okay, so what? Why is it bringing them up? It's supposed to be Mr. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so these look like they're Malaysians or East Asians. Yeah, they don't look no different than these guys here. It's mostly basically like these guys right here. Basically, they're like Armenians. They're like Malaysians. Arabs. Basically, yeah. Doctor Ahmad Madafar MTC. This is how they look like. Yeah. So I've had the problem with them too. I do real estate, and right when it's time to make an offer, they bring in their own people. They don't want I think that they have a law that it's against their like belief or law to pay you. They're not allowed to pay you or give you any money because it's against their religious belief. Therefore, they're always given special privilege above black people, all the races. Yeah, from Ukrainian to Pakistan to Syrian to China. I mean, you just see it here in California. You see how all the other immigrants overstep black people, and it goes from there. So the Ukrainians came in, the Germans came in, the Persians came in, Asians came in, Chinese came in, Filipinos came in, South American came in, Hispanics, Brazilian. They all overrided. They took all the money from the black community and gave it to them to build up their community. And then it just keeps on going and going and going. Now we got South Africans coming in here. And they're going to overstep. They're going to kick the black people out of some community like they did. Like when the Somalians came here, and when the Persians came here, they kicked the black people out. I think it was the late 1980s. That's when Chinatown and Little Armenia and all these other places were developing, because they had in China they had that civil war. So those people that fled came over here, and Chinatown came about it. Before there was Hispanics and blacks that lived there. They kicked them out. The same with nobody was allowed. Black people were not allowed in Burbank or Glendale back in the days. It was white only, sundown town. And basically, yeah, because I live in the valley, so and it was basically like that. So you had to be careful where you went and go, and it's still going on today. But black people forget to fail to understand that Bible is against them, because these people have twerked it and taken the black people's history, deleted it, and then put white characters in it, and then that has erased the black people. And every time, oh, they're just slaves, they never did anything in life, and then you ask them, where are you from? Oh, they say, oh yeah, we're the chosen people of God. And they say, oh, we're Israelites. Oh, you're Israelites, but where are you from? Oh, I'm Ukraine. Oh, okay. So how are you an Israelite? How are you? I'm a Christian. Oh, you're a Christian. Yes. Noah. It flooded, and the ship. They built a ship, and the two animals only, and it was just Noah and his wife and his sons. Yes, and that's how we came about. I'm like, really, okay. So, wow. And you're like looking at them, and you're like, really, wow. So basically, they just make a big leap. Noah was never a Christian. Christianity did not come about until like millions of years later. I mean, Yeshua, who they call Jesus, died like generations before Christianity came about. Christianity was something made by the Catholic Church, and it's still, if you try to go ask the Catholic Church who made Christianity, then they're not going to lie to you. They made it because it even shows that their gods are in Christianity also. And then you ask them, hey, what God were you worshiping before Jesus? They don't know. So that automatically lets you know that, like what happened to my mom, they take you to a school, they indoctrinate you. You don't see the outside world. They tell you wars happened, this guy, we won this war, we did this, we did that, only to come find out that the history's been a lie. It's all political, for political gains. A lot of people come over here and they call themselves Israelites, but they're not Jews or Israelites. They're just, escaping asylum or war. These are dictators or communist families that got kicked out, like the Shah of Iran and other South Americans. They get kicked out of their country, they come over here, and they start claiming a different race to cover their identity, and everybody falls for it. Now, look at me. I saw this name right here. I went in there and I defined it. And I'm like, okay, so these people are from here. This is what they eat. This is what they like. This is what, like a lot of people, like blacks and Latinos, Mexicans cannot be one because the Latinos' belief, the Mexican belief, is that black people come from monkeys. So how could you, how could you say you're one? You see, how could you say you're one? When you have people, and then they will do like bad stuff to your kids. This is the stuff with black mothers. Black mothers, man, black mothers are always failing. You know, they don't want to know what's going on around them. They don't want to know. Oh, God will take care of it. God will take care of it. The next minute, your kid's wearing a dress. You know what I mean? It's like it's so bad. And then I'm like, you know, teacher, you don't have a father at home. Teach your son how to fight. Put him in the fighting school. Put him in the wrestling place. Put him over there. Put him in some good sports that will make him man up. You know, they don't want to. You know, so it's kind of hard talking to the black woman because a lot of times the reason why the son is the way it is because of the mother. And black mothers, they don't like to do outdoor activities. They don't like to put their kids in like extra curriculum to get them more educated. They just leave it to the school because basically they're always working. So it's kind of hard though. But you see, like, you know, Hispanic women, they understand. You know, Arab women understand. You know, they know. Middle Eastern women understand. You know, they know what it takes and what the boy needs to do to get him masculine, you know, and get him there. You see, so Caucasians know, you know, white people know, you know. That's why most of their men are in charge wherever they go because they know what they got to do. The black woman does not know what she needs to do to make her man strong, from a boy to elder. So it kind of holds them back and kind of declines the community. Yeah, that's what I see. So this guy's basically Middle Eastern stuff, and then see what happened.
A hold of this thing. Shocked to receive a valuation of $900,000 from the appraiser.
Whole food protein doesn't really stimulate that much muscle protein synthesis above baseline. 70.
Sneaking in the commercials. Rocket Mortgage.
4,000 lower than it had been appraised.
And this is every day. This is everywhere you go. This is look. If you call an appraiser, what most black couples do is that they get their white friend who wants to participate, and he will stand in there and act as the owner of the home. Okay. So you get your white buddy, and you tell, or you could call Central Casting. They'll send you an actor. It's affordable. I couldn't believe it. There's somebody to act in your place. Central Casting. You have one in every city. If you open up a new restaurant, you order some people. They'll send you some people to make it look like your restaurant's busy, you know, and then you'll start getting customers. You could order females. Females could order men for the night. They have contracts. You sign. Okay, don't touch me. No this, no this. You drop me off at this time. If you break the contract, that's $200 extra. So they have that. And what most black people should do is call Central Casting, hire an actor who's going to pretend it's their house, or get your friend who's going to pretend that they're, and then when the appraiser comes, he's going to look at the name and he's going to be say, oh, Jackson, are you Jackson? He's like, yeah. But you know, he was expecting a black person. He already appraised your house before you got there. So now he sees you're white. He's like, oh, okay, let me reappraise. You know, so then they'll reappraise it, and then that $254,000 loss, it would have only been like $64,000 below. That's as good as you could get. You will lower that threshold, that gap, a lot, because now they might they know that trick though. Don't think they don't know that. They know it. They know that black families do that, and so they know that. But you're catching them. They understand. So they're like, okay, let me play a little bit fair, you know.
Oh, okay. Come on now. Couple took issue with the properties used in the appraisal report as comparable homes, including several that were blighted, boarded up windows, caved in garage, and bricks sitting atop roof shingles to hold them in place. They suspected racial bias might be at play, but Medical most refused to change the appraisal. Ultimately, the Curtises were unable to secure the refinance loan. According to their complaint, the lender only followed up to offer a second appraisal after the Curtises went public with their concerns on local TV news.
Curtises. Okay, so he got a black name, but okay, hey, ain't nothing to worry about. He got a black name though, Curtises. That's not a Hispanic name though. I think he's mixed, but he's going white. I mean, of course. Where is it? Curtises. That's Curtises. What? Curtises. That's a weird last name. Yeah, that's a kind of black name. Kind of mixed. Kind of white. Looks like it's white, and that's a white name. Curtises. Sounds white to me. I don't see no discrimination. Curtises sounds white to me. I don't know what you think, but yeah.
Afterward,
I don't know what happened. Excuse me.
For $1.2 million.
Well, okay.
$300,000 more than Medipore Mulcifer's valuation. Curtises then their home with neutral furnishings and show it to potential buyers. October 2021, the house sold for $1.2 million, $300,000 more than Medipore Mulcifer's valuation.
And you got to be careful with that, because when you're working with these foreigners, they're in a little circle. They will appraise your house, devalue it, and next minute one of their family members is coming in to take it. And the government and the Supreme Court doesn't do anything, because when you go to the Supreme Court, when you go to these courts, Asians, whites, and Ashkenazi Jews have priority over you. So no matter what they do, rape, kill, steal your stuff, bad business practice, fraud, they don't get punished because of their religious belief that because your skin is brown or darker, that you're a slave to them. Yeah.
Curtises then contacted fair housing advocates of Northern California, which reviewed their case and filed a complaint on their behalf with the state civil rights department against the appraiser. The mortgage appraisal management company, Clear Capital, and the lender Quicken Loans, alleging race and national origin discrimination during the appraisal process. CRD conducted an investigation into the alleged discriminatory practices and determined there was cause to believe discrimination had occurred, including with respect to the appraisal and the denial of the loan. That, according to a CRD statement announcing a settlement in April. So after engaging in mediation, the parties reached a settlement. Besides paying $90,000 in compensation to the Curtises and CRD, Metapor Mustafa agreed to not engage in any formal or of unlawful discrimination, any form of it rather, in appraising real estate, to watch the Our America Lowball documentary, to participate in training regarding the history of segregation and real estate related discrimination in the Bay Area.
Wow. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
FHA and
That's enough. I heard enough. Okay, let's go on. She's on her period. She's Italian. That's an Italian woman. Italian females hate black. So they tell the white woman. Wow. She's nice and big. She's Italian though. Italian females hate black women with a passion. They like they will run you over. So we have to be careful when you're dealing with Italian females, especially because they got that hatred in them for black females and black boys. Like they will see your son walking down the street, they're having a bad day, they'll get out of their car and snatch your kid and throw them or harm them. You know, they're very vicious. They got that Spanish blood in them, that killer instinct. You know, so you got to be careful. You know.
Hell of a thing. According to Atlanta Black Star, a black content creator posted a video showing a white woman screaming and stalking her around the dog park in Oklahoma, and even hitting her at one point.
Wow.
But said the local authorities did nothing when they were called to the scene.
Because she's white.
A fashion and lifestyle content creator who goes by the J Morgan on TikTok and J Morgan on Instagram posted a video earlier this month on her TikTok page showing the shocking confrontation that reportedly happened at a dog park last October.
Now, I've seen. The problem is that black people, they know that where they stand. They know where they stand, and they don't want to face reality. They don't want to they don't want to open their eyes. They're like this. Think positive, everything's good, everything, and then they get hit, and then I need to move. I'm moving out. I'm going to Orange County. They move into a more white area. They just keeps on getting worse for them. You know, they get something happens to them bad when they're with the white Muslims, and they'll move to like a Jewish place. The kid almost gets molested. Then they move to a Hispanic place. Their son gets beat up in the restroom. You know, for the Mexican marriage ritual, they have to beat up a black kid before they get married, and then they flee again to Orange County, and then their son gets drop kicked for dating a white girl. So it's like they're just running away. They just keep on running, running, running. And then the games that they play is running, basketball and football, running. They never stand in the ground and fighting because there's no man in the house. So the woman is showing the son, whenever you have problems, just run away. And that's how it is. And their sons don't know how to fight. They don't know how to wrestle. They're learning how to fight in a late age when they're supposed to be making money, being in charge there. They're still, it's just sad because, the mothers, they want this independence where they could go shopping and spend money. So they don't want a man in the house. It's just crazy. So black females, they have not, you see, this is what I was talking about in my last video. You must, you look at, pick up the book. I picked up a Spanish Bible and I read it. I know everything they're doing when they do it. I know their beliefs. I know what's going on. So I pick up the Armenian stuff. I pick up the press. I look. I say, what's going on? What's going on in Congress? What's going on in my community? Black people don't do that. They leave everything to God, and then they're always running away. You gotta know the people you live with. You gotta know what they believe in. These black guys are chasing these Hispanic girls. Yeah, they're pretty, they're beautiful, but you gotta know their culture is that they look at you as a monkey. They in their churches they're saying we gotta save the monkeys. We gotta save the Negroes. You know, they're putting themselves on top. Oh, they're gonna save us. Oh, we're one. I knew we were one. No, that's not what they're talking about. If you look at their pictures and their religious belief, they're stepping on black people. They're stepping on slaves. They're with the Catholic Church, showing white Spaniards coming over and defeating the black people from the Hispanic migrants, I mean, Hispanic, Aboriginal, Indigenous, and saying that black people were never part of the land. They were brought here from Africa when they were already here. So you got to know their religion, and black people are too gullible and forgiving. Like that person didn't even forgive yet. You're already their friends, and then they do it again. Oh, that's the last time I talked to him. Man, first get an apology before you forgive somebody. Don't just forgive people. Don't go back to their store and start buying. It's so sad. It's so sad. And I say a lot of times black people deserve it. They deserve it. We deserve it.
It's in Tulsa. All right. So Morgan posted a follow-up video on TikTok telling viewers how the interaction started. She said she was walking her dog in the park and saw the lady pull out some squeaky toys for her dog, which Morgan said was prohibited by park services. Morgan said the woman brought her small dog to the area marked off for big dogs and gave it a squeaky toy. The noise attracted several big dogs in the park, including Morgan's dog, which ran over and grabbed one of the toys. This is why, in the wisdom of the people that made the rules, you don't bring a squeaky toy. There's more. Morgan took the toy from the dog, handed it back to the woman, and told her she didn't want the squeaky toys to trigger any aggression between the big dogs and the small dog. But the woman started screaming. Another dog owner intervened to tell the screaming woman to calm down. But the woman's tirade only continued.
So wait a minute.
Another dog owner intervened.
So hold up. I got confused here. Why don't they go back?
Squeaky toy. There's more. Morgan took the toy from.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she said okay. She said that she was walking her dog in the park and saw the lady pull out some squeaky toys for her dog, which Morgan said was prohibited by Park Service. Okay. Morgan said the woman brought her small dog to the area marked off for big dogs. Okay, so Morgan. Okay, Morgan said. Okay, so Morgan is the Caucasian woman. But okay, so the black girl's in violation for bringing a squeaky toy, and Morgan is in for a violation for bringing her dog to the big dogs section instead of the little dog section. So they're both in the wrong.
Only continued. Morgan called park security shortly before the woman hit her
Oh wow.
and said that a few bystanders actually called the police.
So that's 2 strikes for Morgan. She brought her little dog to the big dog area, and then she assaulted the other lady.
Witness. Morgan said she feared that responding police officers might see her as the aggressor and the white woman as the victim. So she made sure to loudly call out to onlookers to look at the harassment taking place.
Oh, Morgan is the black woman. So yeah.
You have to understand, as the aggressor, they called the police. Witness security shortly before intervened to tell the screaming woman to calm down.
Morgan took the toy from the dog, handed it back to the woman, and told her she didn't want the squeaky toys to trigger anyone. What? Wait, Morgan didn't hit her. Okay. Wait, what?
They called the police. Witness. Morgan said she feared that responding police officers might see her as the aggressor and the white woman as the victim. So she made sure to loudly call out to onlookers the aggressor.
It
said that a few.
Okay, the woman hit her. So the white woman brought a squeaky toy to the park. Morgan, the black woman, brought her little dog to the big dogs area. Hold up. We gotta get this right. Okay, you guys know. Okay, and we'll watch it.
Bystanders actually called the police. Witnessed. Morgan said she feared that responding police officers might see her as the aggressor and the white woman as the victim. So she made sure to loudly call out to onlookers to look at the harassment taking place. You have to understand, this is a survival context that is really only truly understood and contextualized through Black experience in America. I know exactly what she means. Sharon knows exactly what she means by saying, I made sure to basically create more attention to the matter. Because even though she is being assaulted,
Oh no,
and even though
I'm totally confused because right here it shows the white woman with the little dog. So the black woman had the big dog. No. He got this stuff confused because I don't know what's going on here.
she is being harassed, police get there, and the script flips because of race. So I get it. We get it. All right. So she says, quote, I am in the South. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can call me weak. I wasn't going to risk the police showing up, and I was going to appear as the aggressor. Morgan said, quote, they already underlined black people who are not the aggressors. What do you think they would do if they walked up and saw
Yep, that's true.
me in the act of harming a white woman in the South? That means defending herself against the attack. Morgan says she took the woman's license plate information and gave it to the police. She asked to file a police report and sought to press charges, but said the Tulsa Police Department did nothing to address her complaint.
Yep.
Morgan said officers told her the woman has launched similar outbursts in the past. Tulsa City Parks officials also refused to ban the woman from the park
Because she's
despite requests from her and other witnesses. Morgan said, Atlanta Black Star has reached out to Morgan to learn more about the incident.
a lot of times the police station is not racist. It's because white people and Persians like that, they will say, well, if you do anything to us, we're gonna go kill those ants. Yeah, we'll kill them all, and they do. They will go out and shoot and kill, causing more problems. So the police department will do nothing because a lot of black people, like I said, don't understand the people that they live with or who their neighbors are. They're basically saying, "Oh, we one God, one God." They don't know the Muslim religion. They don't know the Orthodox religion. They don't know the Protestant religion. They don't know the Mormons religion. They don't know the Jehovah's Witness religion. They don't know where white people came from. They don't know where this white people come from. They don't know what these people eat, what they believe in, how they see you. They don't understand. India people know. India people know. They'll be like, don't talk to him. No. They know. They know, and they keep their distance. They understand, and when you look at them, they know. Like when you see an Armenian talk to an Indian person or a white Christian, they're like, oh, they already know. But black people, they don't know. Black people open their hands and like, give me a hug, you Ku Klux Klan. I love you. When could I start making music for you?
If the black female would have done the same thing, that everyone would be so relaxed about it. Okay. All right, Sharon, thoughts here.
This is Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You see, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, we had the whole massacre 100 years ago, and the former mayor, E.T. Bynum, I remember saying at the time, well, we can't do reparations. That'll divide the city of Tulsa. They got a problem here, okay? And that's her black experience in America, as you said, sheer survival mode to call out and make sure you're not, because you're automatically the aggressor. You can't.
Yeah. Now she has to move to Ohio or Kansas City, the worst places, New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina. It just gets worse. I mean, you're picking between two evils. I mean, you can't win. This is what's going on.
Can't possibly be. And I don't know if the white woman's going to cry, because then your fate is really sealed.
Oh yeah,
then,
you're getting shot.
Just disgusting. This is a disgusting assault. Let's just call it what it is. You hit somebody.
They believe they have the right to hit you. They do, because they're straightening you up. You're a monkey. You need to be disciplined.
Karen's gone wild.
But I need you, your husband, as a surgeon to help me out in the hospital. But you're still a monkey, even though you're doing my heart transplant. You're still a monkey, even though you wrote the 4 books of the Bible. You're still a monkey, even though you guys invented the heater so that we don't freeze to death in Europe. You're still a monkey. You're still a monkey to them.
Texas.
Make it work.
Look at him.
You're getting my car for free? Is this love? But if I hold on to her wrist and I start driving, it's kidnapping. Ugh.
You already know.
Fort Texas.
Make it work.
If you held her hand, that would have been assault, aggravated assault, kidnapping. They're gonna get you for everything in the book. They're gonna find things.
You're getting my car for free? Is this love? But if I hold on to her wrist and I start driving, it's kidnapping.
It's funny.
This Karen has a problem with how these women are dressed inside their own home, but the women handle her interference with grace and firmness.
So she's mad because I'm getting
She's
my lessons
Ukrainian.
done, and her kids see me through the window, and this is what I have on. Hold on. This is what I have on.
Wait, she said she saw cleavage.
Ooh, you mad because my titty's nice? Is that what it is?
Yeah, she's cute though.
Lauren lashes.
She's Karen. That's a Karen right there.
She's literally out of her mind. Update, this ripped my wig off.
Wig off. Oh wow.
Like, broke my nails, whooped her ass, as I should. It's 2021. Beat a Karen today, literally.
This Karen has a problem with. These are.
Push me that way!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what happened?
Absolutely no right to do that.
You do know the. These are 3 crazy Karens. At number 3, this crazy Karen goes psycho.
Stupid.
Don't
Excuse me.
touch me!
You touched me.
Don't touch me!
And then she's touching you.
Don't follow me around, you crazy fucker!
But at number 2, this Karen gets totally owned.
Step to her, motherfucker! Go ahead!
Come and attack me again.
You assaulted a woman! You're pushing
That ain't no woman.
This crazy Karen has some serious anger issues.
Oh wow.
Careful.
Oh, I'm calling the cops. You just touched me.
Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops.
These are 3 crazy Karens. At number 3, this crazy Karen.
Push me that way!
Oh my goodness.
You had absolutely no right to do that.
You do know the repercussions of your actions right now.
He's stupid.
My phone back.
I'm gonna give you a chance to apologize because I'm about to go crazy. You can
Don't do
apologize
that.
right now before I
Don't
do something.
I
apologize.
will apologize
Don't hit her.
after you give me my phone
Okay,
back.
so you're not gonna apologize, right?
You better not hit her.
After you
Right?
give
Right? Right?
So she
Right?
not apologize.
Right?
Oh my god.
Exactly what you
He did not hit her. That's
I am
fake.
not speaking to you.
That's
These are the
fake.
most hilarious moments of Karens versus cops.
Close the door.
At number 3, this Karen's.
Okay, when you move into a white neighborhood, white people will come into your house and put cameras in your home. They will put cameras inside your house.
Teenagers are building businesses
So,
with AI. while the
you have to watch
I
out
am
for
not
that.
speaking to you.
These are the most hilarious moments of Karens versus cops.
Close the door.
At number 3, this Karen stole from a store and then tried to fight the cop who was checking her bag, but that didn't end well.
She's like, that's my life. I need my bag.
At number 2, oh my god, this Karen completely freaked out on a cop for blocking the road.
Blocking off a whole road. There's a pregnant woman. What's your name and badge number?
Oh, that's Italian.
What's yours? So this is legal to block the whole road? For what? So what is this? Yeah, they moved. They're moved. They're off the
At number 1, this crazy Karen messed with the wrong officer and got instant karma.
That's a Latino. That's not a jet.
Teenagers are building.
I can help you talk to someone.
He didn't use his turn signal!
Step up here on.
Watch this woman teach her.
I can help you talk to someone.
He didn't use his turn signal!
God damn. Is she?
Can I please call you an ambulance?
She's
I can
Asian.
help you talk to someone.
He didn't use his turn signal!
Watch this woman teach her pit bull to behave.
No. Go. 5, 4, 3. Sit down.
Got it.
What did I
Yeah.
say? What did I say?
No food.
Watch this woman teach her pit.
Step up here on this chair and close your eyes. Alright, and then everybody fill in. And we're going to ask you to fall, and then they will catch you. So you have to trust us. I'm going to count to 3. Just relax and fall. Okay? 1, 2, 3. No, wait, no! Step up here on this chair and close your eyes. Alright, and then everybody fill in. And
No, he's a meth head.
ask you to fall.
He did meth after that one.
So you have to trust us. I'm gonna count to 3. Just relax and fall. Okay? 1, 2, 3. No, get on this chair.
You know, let's get back to the program. Back to the program. Don't worry, his insurance is gonna pay for him. When white people get injured in public, they get paid, even though it's their fault.
She's white, but if she hits my window, there she
Oh
goes again.
shit, with her head.
I don't know if
She used her head.
At number 2, this lady tries to argue with dogs.
Did she use her head? That, I
These are
wonder.
3 psycho Karens. And at number 3, road rage Karen gets her karma.
She's white, but if
I wonder how her boyfriend does. Oh my god. That's a zombie. Daylight. Isn't she supposed to be come out at nighttime? She's out in the daytime.
but if she hits
What the? Oh wow. And she out in the night. Oh, whoa.
I don't know if she's broken.
Her Neanderthal
Number 2, this
came
lady
out.
tries to argue with dogs. One Karen puts a fence on her neighbor's yard.
Why aren't you putting it on your side?
This is my property.
No, it's not your property.
See?
You rent.
They have that colonial mindset, you know?
I own. Hit me, and I will press charges.
Subscribe if you aren't a Karen like her. These are 3 psycho Karens.
God damn, she using elbows. She must take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or some Muay Thai class. See, you gotta be ready.
No, you
man.
can say what
You gotta be ready when you're out there. You gotta.
Hi. Sorry. I just wanted to say you smell so good and wanted to ask what you're wearing.
He's an old man.
I'll get you, bitch. You. I'll get you, bitch.
He's stupid.
You know.
Well,
Wow.
Karen forgets to put her car in park.
Get your car.
Karen!
Sir, ma'am.
Karen!
Oh, God. Please tell her to stop.
3 Karens who got what they deserve. Karen gets instant karma for throwing her pizza on the ground. Karen
Oh,
takes a
she actually gonna
painful
sue.
L. Karen forgets to put her car in park.
Parents.
Wanted to have a little conversation about intimacy. We got
This woman, she got that Neanderthal Netherlands Switzerland, she got her mom's ways. Which is funny.
the little pill that you put under your tongue.
Had me growling like a
They both
How you
married.
feel? Because I know it
They both
lasts
got
in your
married.
system for 36 hours.
This might just be the chillest cop ever, because when this driver burned a red light in front of him and sped off, the guy filming expected a chase, but what the cop said instead had him cracking up.
Yo, officer, ready.
This might just be the chill.
Uh-oh.
This judge saved his own life from his quick thinking, because after this powerlifter gets the bar over his head, he instantly starts to look unstable. So the judge decides to free dive for his safety, and the powerlifter shows us exactly why that judge made the best decision. This judge.
This guy wanted to show everyone how tough he was, but instead,
Oh yeah, we in Saint's backyard, baby. We here.
Miss Warren Place, Buford.
This is just. The schools have destroyed.
Take that smirk off your face. I want to speak to your manager. Don't touch me either. I don't like the way I'm being treated here. Nobody's here.
Elena.
What did you say?
Elena.
Oh my God, you're mean. What did you say?
Means you're a loser.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
First,
Yeah.
that means I'm first.
Oh, congrats on being first to Chili's.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm.
What are you doing?
If you want another one, you pay for it, you eat it, and you go and buy another one. That is the issue.
No,
That's
but
what's going on.
I want you to take this one back because you literally just touched it and opened my
You
burger.
want me to take it back?
Yes.
For why?
Because you've just
For
touched
why?
it as well.
For why? Because I touched it. Or about everybody in the kitchen has touched your burger. What?
Give her the ball! Now! Give her the ball!
You have an order to remove my children from my home?
Yes, I did.
Can I have my lawyer speak with you, please?
No, I cannot be your lawyer.
Do you have a lawful order from a magistrate? Because if you did, you could have busted down my door already.
That's a dangerous job.
These are top 3 Karens who got what they deserved. At number 3,
Oh.
Karen hits with no reason and gets the deserved.
Oh my gosh!
What the hell?
You just ran into me.
You just hit.
At number 2, Kayaking, Karen gets unexpected instant karma.
What's this little thing? You got a 200 on the back of the what kayak?
What are you, a maritime enthusiast?
No, mate, I just like to do the right thing, and when you come through, you
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
taking
There's
out
nothing
everyone in
better
their
than
fucking
do. Nothing better to do than take the fun away from everything. Oh, that's it. Oh, well.
I hope you got that.
At number 1, Karen goes crazy over a guy and gets what he deserved.
Okay, dude, by summer it'll be too late. Start.
Oh, that's a nice looking Karen.
I just told the lady in the gas station,
Yeah.
and she said she knows. She's calling the cops.
The cops are on their way.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hi.
You know that this is really dangerous, right?
What are you doing, dude?
You know that this is really not safe. You're gonna cause a big accident. Seriously.
Dude.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
If somebody throws a match in here, it's gonna blow.
I don't want to see that. Oh wow.
Give me what? Your brother's gonna give me what? Well, who's gonna give me what?
Wow.
You have no friends.
I do have a friend.
You have no friends.
I do.
I can tell.
This might be the most entitled Karen ever.
Who are you? Why are you parking here? This is my house.
I'm waiting for my friend. He lives in one of these houses over here.
What friend?
I'm waiting for one of my friend. My friends. Yeah, my friend.
You have friends and you park outside my house? You know how expensive this area is?
Well, yeah, I do know.
I don't think you're from here.
No, I'm not from here. That's why I'm here to see my friend.
Who called the police?
For what?
My brother will come now and he will give it to you.
He'll give me
I'm
what?
going to
Give me what?
give it to you.
Well, who's gonna give me what?
These South American, Italian, Mexican, Salvador, they love calling their brothers and family members. The minute you tell them no, or you don't agree with them, boom, expect to have somebody sneaking up behind you.
You have no friends.
I do have a friend.
You have no friends.
I do.
I can tell.
My body pod from Hume has just arrived, and I've wanted one of these for so long. Using a traditional. My body pod from Hume has just arrived, and I've.
Hey, she say, do you love me? I tell her.
Alright, so looks like that's it. That's it with Karen's.
In other news,
Yeah, that's it with Karen's right here.
Most people are too lazy to do this, but it saves homeowners a fortune. I've worked in...
There's so many commercials, god damn.
Over a squeaky toy?
And
Which was dumb anyway.
If the park wants to be, I don't know, courteous, if there's some kind of, it's not on the record, but some kind of mental illness, perhaps, you still have to ban an individual who's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. Well,
Because here's this neighbor. We paid $2,250 to live in this house. And the kids are in the backyard. We're going to have an Easter egg hunt. It's on Easter. And every single holiday, this lady complains, sends people over to complain, because apparently we're not allowed to enjoy our own backyard. The kids' ages are 9, 10, and 8 years old, and they are not allowed to have fun or Easter egg hunt in their own backyard.
I just want to say that when you live in an area like our homes with very small lots, you have to be considerate of neighbors.
We are being considerate.
You're not in
the backyard hardly ever.
You're not being considerate.
But on holidays they
You're not
are.
being considerate when you're letting your kids scream at the top of their lungs, and the neighbors cannot sit outside and enjoy the day. What I'm saying is, when you have to be respectful of neighbors. I am
well, she's right. She's right about that.
Shirley Ontiveros. I'm the treasurer on the board of the HOA community here.
HOA community.
Guys, they're absolutely ridiculous.
I am the treasurer, third rank of the HOA.
Wow.
That means you are a resident like the other person. Okay, put up for a mask. Interesting story here. Anytime a person has to tell you they are a member of the HOA, right, in your community, it is usually to enforce some kind of personal thing. Despite this Karen's characterization of how loud the tenants' kids were playing, the mother would post a video of her kids during their Easter egg hunt. They were actually fairly quiet. They were not screaming at the top of the...
That's white on white. That's white on white. So, you know.
Lon's mischaracterization, HOA, Karen, hand in hand. That's my opinion of the whole matter. And while the Karen in question here says they cannot enjoy their, time at their home outside, it sounds like to me you don't want the kids to enjoy theirs. And they say,
okay, that's enough. That's enough.
See. And to continue to abide by the Bureau of Real Estate Appraisers' continuing education requirements, including at least 2 hours of elimination of bias training. Their capital agreed to continue to maintain a consumer complaint system for tracking complaints of racial or ethnic bias against itself or appraisers it contracts with, and to retrain all employees who review complaints of racial or ethnic bias.
I think they should do the same for people who live in the neighborhood, and harassing and bullying and using racism in the neighborhood. They should go through this training system to retrain them on how to treat neighborhoods and to follow the rules in the community, in the park, not to hit anybody. Both ladies were wrong. One was bringing a big dog to a little dog to the big dog area. You weren't supposed to bring a squeaky toy. Somebody brought a squeaky toy. He got that whole story complicated. So, hey, that's what's going on here. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day. Come back for more. Share, like, and subscribe.